windows down, that scraping noise at the bottom of the cup as you scoop up the last delicious bite. That's what these Blizzard flavors sound like. And nothing sounds better than new flavors like brownie dough and caramel cannonball, and fan favorites like cotton candy, all on the new Summer Blizzard menu.
DQ, happy tastes good.
1580 103.3 WPKY Coffee Talk is on the air. Morning conversations about things of interest to you. If you'd like to be a guest on Coffee Talk, just email us your information at WPKYonline@gmail.com. We're proud to call Caldwell County home. WPKY.
Good morning and welcome in. Our time is 8:17. It is 57, so it's warming up nicely out there. Going to get up to 80 today. It's spring. It's time for the warmer weather. At least we're going to have some sunshine today. Hey, we're joined this morning by John Hagen. He is here to talk to us about a program and an event coming up that they're going to raise some money for this program. But I'm interested in this program. It's the Global Water Program. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you coming in this morning. And you are from Calvary Baptist Church, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I'm the pastor at Calvary. Been here about 4.5 years now.
All right. Well, like I said, I appreciate you coming. Tell us about this this fundraiser that's coming up. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Okay. People kind of get nervous whenever we talk about it being a run. I myself, am out of shape and so forth, but I'm going to participate. And what it is, it's a family event where anybody can come, whether you want to run, walk. We've had families to push strollers. I've got a friend who is paralyzed, and she came and she participated in her wheelchair. So there's really no limitations. It's just a matter of getting together, registering for this, and participating. And it's a 6K is 3.72 miles. Roughly takes about, for the average person, about 20 minutes per mile to walk it. So, less than an hour and a half probably at a decent pace, or, casual pace, I should say. And so, an hour and a half of your time on a Saturday will help to provide clean water for one child for the rest of his or her life.
And what is the cost to participate?
Now, the cost of participation right now, registrations are $50 for adults and $25 for students 18 and under. And what that does is that provides, of course, clean water for one child for life. It also includes a T-shirt and a race bib that will be placed on your shirt that day. And the neat thing about that race bib is it actually has a picture of the child that will be receiving the water from you personally. And so it gets really personal whenever you start doing that. You look down and you think this kid is no longer going to have to walk every day. And the reason for that 6K event is because that's the average that one child has to walk every day in order to receive water. And so by walking one time, 6 kilometers or 3.72 miles, you're going to make sure that a child doesn't have to do that anymore. And so, but the neat thing about the registration right now is if you will register today or tomorrow will be the last day to register so that you can get your items in the mail on time before Saturday. If you'll register online or even get in touch with me, I'll give all the information later. We can get you registered today, and we have a discount. There's corporate sponsors who have helped out, and the reason why those kids get it for half price is because there are corporate sponsors that have stepped up and said, anybody 18 and under, we're going to pay half of their registration costs. Another corporation has stepped up and said, you know what, we're going to take it a step further. And for everybody who donates between now and the race time, we're going to put in $15. And so, in essence, that makes it $35 for an adult to provide clean water for one child for life, $10 for one student or any child or adult up to 18 years of age. We'll be able to do that for $15 to provide, or $10 to provide that clean water for one child for life. And so I would encourage you to, if you're listening out there and want to get involved with this, we would love to have you out at the high school track. Registration, or sign-ins, I should say, start at 8 o'clock. The event will start at 9 o'clock. And so there's just a lot of neat things that you can do just by giving, an hour and a half or 2 hours of your time one Saturday to help a child out. And what this does is this will help a child to reduce their risk of infections. Roughly, I believe it's around 1,000 children under the age of 5 die every day because of infections caused by unclean water, poor sanitation, improper hygiene. So you're going to help free up this child. You could provide that water. It could provide life for one child, keep them from passing as a result of their unclean water. And so World Vision is a neat organization to be involved with. That's who is doing this, and it's actually a worldwide event. That's why it's called the Global 6K. And there are numerous sites throughout the United States and around the world that does this. Most of them are doing it the same day, which is May the 4th. And right now, they have really blown it open as far as registrations go. This year, there are already over 22,000 people who are working and going and participating in the Global 6K this year.
And it's for 22,000 people. If we're talking $50 per adult and what did you say, 25 per child, that's a pretty good amount started anyway.
It is. In fact, over the 4 years, this is will be the 5th year, but in the past 4 years, there have been 80,000 participants. And so you think about that. I mean, we're already, at 22,000 this year. And so we're already exceeding what the average has been for the first 4 years. And as a result of those first 4 years, 100,000 have received water. And the neat thing about it is that child that's on that race bib, at the end of the walk or run, you can sponsor children. World Vision is great about, helping to sponsor children. You can do it on a monthly basis. I think it's around $38 a month. And with that sponsorship, that child will receive education, nutrition, and, of course, certainly clean water. So in order to step up, I mean, you can take that child and sponsor him or her. And over 4,000 kids have already been sponsored just in these 4 years that World Vision has been doing this. And locally, we have been hosting this now. This will be our 3rd year. And the first 2 years, in 2017, we had 64 people that obtained clean water as a result of our efforts locally. Last year, we had 72. Now, this year, we're already at 95 registrations, numerous other donations. So everything that we receive above the registration costs will, for every $50, another kid will get water. And so we're really excited. We hope that we can get 5 more people today involved. In fact, I'm going to be bold enough to say right now that if somebody will contact us this morning, I'm going to register you for free. I'm going to say that we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to register 5 people today for free so that we can reach that 100 mark. So all we need is 5 bodies to show up and to walk and to make a difference in a child's life, and it's going to be at no cost to you. We've had some generous people to step up and say, look, I'll help to sponsor somebody because they're elderly, they're not able to do it, but they want to help out, they want to get involved, and so they want others to get involved that are physically able to. And like I said, I'm out of shape. I've got friends in a wheelchair that's going to participate. We've got kids that are being pushed around in strollers. So really, all we do is make excuses for what we don't really care to get involved in. But I would encourage you to do it. It's a really neat event. It's a great opportunity to get and mingle with the community. We've had a lot of business owners here that have been generous in making donations to have door prizes. So when you come in, your name's going to go in a hat, and we're going to draw out throughout the event, and you're going to have door prizes that'll be received. Every participant will get an envelope with small items, that everybody's going to receive something for showing up for this event. And so I don't want anybody to miss out. Like I said, we're living in a community that's giving and loving and sharing, and I just want people to experience that this coming Saturday.
And registration starts at 8. What time does the walk run start?
It will begin at 9 o'clock.
And just until you're done, are there activities afterwards?
No, there's no activities because, those people who are super excited and are really in shape, they'll be done, probably in no time. And us slackers, we'll be there, for an hour and a half. So we don't want to take away from the rest of anybody's day. So that's why we're doing the door prizes along the way so that people don't have to wait until afterwards. After they complete the run, there's going to be a race medal that's given to them. That's part of the registration packet. But maybe you're out there today, and like I said, if you want to register today, I'll do it for free for you. But if you can't afford the donation after that, if you want to come out and participate, if you want to make a small donation, even if you can't donate, maybe you can pray. There's other ways that people can get involved, and we would encourage that.
Yeah, and I was just sitting here thinking, I think I want to participate, but I am so very out of shape. I tried running. I want to run. I love to run, but I have not been running for a long time. So I would probably do a, run like 2 minutes and walk like 30 and then run 2 minutes.
Sure. Well,
because
you can participate, and listen. Nobody's going to be sitting there keeping an eye on how long you walk, how far you walk, how far you run. That registration, when it's complete, that kid gets water.
Exactly.
And so, it's just the mindset of going out and sacrificing an hour and a half to 2 hours of your time on a Saturday, and helping a kid to not have to do that every single day for the rest of their lives.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I'm going to get myself registered today. Hopefully you're going to get that 5 by the end of the day, and hopefully you'll get another 10 after that.
Absolutely. And we are so excited about what's going to go on. There's a lot of issues today, in our society, and it's global too, with human trafficking. And, this will also help to alleviate the possibility of a young girl. Girls and boys young children are out having to go walk this trek every day, and they're exposed to that. To human trafficking, they can be abducted, and they can fall into those things. But with your help, we can allow these kids to not have to walk for water. I wouldn't say there'd be any parent out there that would love to have their kids to be educated, and to be able to afford an education rather than walking and doing chores throughout the day. That's what we're doing. We're allowing these kids to not have to go and do these chores every single day. So it helps them to get an education. It helps them to be more involved in their area. And certainly education is priceless.
Absolutely. And, we live in a country, even the poor of this country are rich. We just don't realize what we have,
Right.
The abundance that we have that are not available to the third world countries.
In fact, I shared yesterday, I said, some of the wealthiest people that I've ever met are people that I have met on mission trips. And I'm talking about wealthiness. I'm talking about their love for God is so strong. We have too many things today that keep us busy and keep us distracted. And I said yesterday, these people are the wealthiest people because they know God, and that's their main focus. And when you have the Lord in your life, you don't need anything else, And these people are super wealthy. They don't have any of the distractions. They're able to focus on things. And I've seen more joy in the lives of people living in a mud hut with a thatch roof with dirt floors and chickens and pigs running through their house. And I just saw more joy in their lives than I've seen on people's faces on a Sunday morning in church. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so, this joy is going to be brought to them by helping their children out. And not only does the child get the clean water, that water is going to be provided to the rest of their family too. So, let's say it's a family of 4. That $50 registration or $25 registration or that free registration that we're going to give will allow a family to have clean water for life.
Now, how much of the $50 goes actually into supporting this family?
Right. That's a great question. 100% of everything that is given to World Vision, it's broken down. World Vision is really a good steward over the monies that they receive. 85% of every dollar that they receive, 85 cents on the dollar goes towards clean water initiatives, goes to help for nutrition, education. A lot of things that World Vision does comes right out of what we give, and 85% of that goes directly to these causes. They only spend about 7% in advertising. Of course, we know that unless we get the word out, we can't get people involved, and I think 7% is very noble. And then 8% basically administrative costs. So the salaries of the people that are working for World Vision is only 8% of their net income. And I think that's very noble. I've seen a lot of nonprofits and people who call you and say, we'd like you to make a donation. Typically, in most cases that I've had phone calls asking for donations, less than 10% actually goes to the cause. And so, 85% of what World Vision does goes directly into that. So this $50 is going to the initiative that they go in and they focus on villages, certain areas. And so when they dig these wells, they use these kids right here as the faces of this project. And so these kids are the ones actually receiving the water in these communities. But World Vision focuses on different areas at different times, in order to bring clean water to communities.
John, I appreciate you coming. Okay, so you've got 5 that you're going to give away today, 5 registrations you're going to do today for free. Those of us who don't make it into the 5 can register online. Tell us how we register, and we do have registration forms here at the studio as well. So you can swing by the station here at 1035 West Main Street in Princeton and pick up a registration form. But if we go online, what are we going to do, and how do we get a hold of you if we're one of the lucky 5 to get our free registration?
Okay. Well, I think that you guys would probably be able to forward them to me. If you're busy and you can't get the phone number, can't write it down right now, you can contact WPKY here, and I'm sure they would be able to give you the information.
And we'll also have it on our Facebook page and at WPKY Online later on today.
Yes, absolutely. Well, but if you can go to Team World Vision, teamworldvision.org/team/10937. That'll take you directly to the registration page, teamworldvision.org/team/10937. Or you can visit our church website. We're at Calvary Baptist Church in Princeton. It's calvaryofprinceton.com. And you can click on the registration link there. The church telephone number is 270-365-5605. Or you can contact me, text message me on my cell phone. Call me. It's 270-994-6861. I know this is information overload, but many of you all are hopefully tech savvy out there and can get on the WPKY website or Facebook page. Man, we've got all kinds of avenues that you can reach us. So just reach out, and we'll be glad to get you signed up.
All right, John. That's John Hagen, Calvary Baptist Church. We sure do appreciate your time this morning, and this is an excellent program. It's like you said, it's just an hour and a half at the most out of your time on a Saturday morning. So,
right.
And hopefully the weather will be kind. But you know what? We can walk in the rain.
Yeah, and we've done that. The first year it kind of missed a little bit, but then it broke free. And right now the forecast is looking awesome. Like 58 degrees, I think, when we get started.
That's awesome running weather.
It is. It is perfect. But anyway, register today or tomorrow. You can, if you will register today or tomorrow, you will get your race items in time. Your T-shirt, your race bib with a picture of your child on it, and you'll receive that in the mail before the race date. So tomorrow, I think it's if you'll register by tomorrow at 11:59 p.m., you'll get your items in the mail. If not, I would encourage you to stay. Just wait and register the race day. That way, we've got extra shirts and bibs and everything else there. So you're welcome to come and just participate if you don't like to register.
All right. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
All right, stay tuned. We are going to have a couple of guests in this morning. We're going to talk about a major event coming up this summer, and then a major event coming up this week. So stay tuned to Coffee Talk.
Lowe's knows you'll do spring right by saving on what you need to get your lawn and garden in shape. We do it right too, with deals to help you save every day, like 4 bags of premium mulch now for just $10, and buy 1.5 cubic foot